This morning, perspective from those who handled the bodies of the migrants on Quintana Road 1 year ago today.
First and last responders taking us closer to the deadliest human smuggling case in U.S. history. And they came bearing the scars and the burdens of the massive migrant tragedy to Marvin Hurst.
We want to warn you, some of the details you're about to hear are hard to listen to.
Got an 18-wheeler, looks to be about 60 people that are inside.
Got a phone call from dispatch that said that there was a migrant hot truck incident on Quintana Road.
You got to be kidding me. Because we did. We just came off of one mass fatality event, and we have another.
One of my command officers meets me, and he said, we have 46 dead. And I said, what did you say? We knew that we were not going to be able to save the majority of these people. And the ones that we were treating and transporting, a lot of them, their outcomes were going to be grim.
So we consider ourselves kind of the last responder versus the first responder. This was our largest mass fatality event that we have handled in the office, yes.
That vehicle, again, is black dark, but you could hear people snoring. So snoring to us is like agonal respirations. It's those last breaths that you take. And it was audible throughout that truck, the sounds of people in respiratory distress. You knew that these people had suffered.
For all of us, it's stressful, it's upsetting. But as far as the work goes, I mean, we know our job, we know what we need to do, and it's one by one. We treat everyone here with respect and with dignity.
We're not supposed to open up a truck and see stacks of bodies in there. None of us come to work imagining that. There was nothing that resembled a water bottle on this scene. There were prayer cards all around. Chances are they were clutching onto that prayer card in the dark, in the heat, in the stench, and the unknown of people dying. People that there were scratch marks on the inside of the truck where they're trying to peel away the plywood. They're trying to open that truck up. Every truck I saw afterwards made me think of that.
So I would urge you all to think compassionately and pray for the deceased, the ailing, the families.
We didn't know the countries of origin of a lot of the decedents. A lot of them weren't traveling with identification. There's a lot of people involved and there's a lot of time. So basically, as long as they're under our care, you know, it could be a couple days, it could be several weeks.
I saw a young man with a brand new pair of Air Jordans on. Really nice Air Jordans, and I realized it was probably his prized possession. It was probably the most important thing that he had. They were clean, they were new, they were nice. While you're trying not to look at the emotions, the faces, the expressions rather, on those people, I just looked down. And when I looked down, I focused on those Air Jordans. And then the other thing that was really continues to be unforgettable, I've had to go to therapy to get this out of my head, but the smugglers, they use meat tenderizer. So the whole floor of that semi-truck, that refrigerated semi-truck that was not refrigerated, the whole floor of that truck was coated with meat tenderizer to throw off the scent of the dogs.
Could your office handle another mass tragedy today?
I mean, could we? Yes, my staff would rise to the occasion. I have absolutely no doubt because, again, and I can't stress enough, they're amazing, right? I would never want to ask them to. That's a request that I wouldn't want to make.
It's going to be a day that, as a responder, you remember this the rest of your career, the rest of your life. And as a first responder, it's my hope that none of my men and women will ever see anything as bad as what they saw on the 27th.
So counseling was available for first responders. The chief says he even sat down with his firefighters and just talked it out. A short-staffed medical examiner's office got help on this case from Dallas and Travis counties and from local physicians. And let us not forget, 9 migrants did survive.
Can't even imagine what those 9 relive now, thinking back on what that experience did to them and so many others.
Well, nine of the 62 jammed inside that truck. Just unbelievable. Thank you, Marvin.